On a spot of land that was once desert, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And away we go in Glendale. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Go!
He's got it on the bootleg. He's taking a shot on his first play. They connect on the deep shot. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Tight end going in motion here. Throwing the out route complete. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Ready.
Motion man sent left. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Trevin Wallace has it.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. Broke through the tackle. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or 2 short of the 20 here. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
From the pistol, it's Young. His first throw is an interception. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number one. And number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
This time he's looking to throw. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Young working from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And it'll be Cardinals football.
Okay, ready?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lion. Warriors, 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready, ready?
Throwing it to start this drive. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
after a good pickup. They're set up with 2nd and short.
Set up. Hook.
Give now to the running back. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Pass is cut at the 9. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals pull out in front further, 13-zip. Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
18 left. 18 left.
Out of the gun, Young. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Young to throw here on 3rd. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set. 79 Bronco. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Come 19. Come 19.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment.
On the set.
Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They start out with a 3rd and 6.
Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That heater is going to fall to the turf.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Duke the defender. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it's going to be Panthers football. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Handoff here for Brooks. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go now.
Running right, this is Jones. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now it's Young. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Panthers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Benson on 1st and 10. Jukes one defender, and he'll get it up to the 44. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash your defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball. Could go right over their head.
1st down, and they go right back to him. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. McBride hauls it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Benson now from the gun. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
He's on the move. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 13-point lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
Ready up.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Brooks. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. First and 10 now from the 30.
60 buck, Jack. 60 buck. Ready.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals make it a 3-possession game. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Young throwing here. That's complete. Here's Brooks. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
19 seconds. Let's go. 19 fight.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Has a man. It's Brooks. Escapes a defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Forward, 17. Let's go now.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
19, target, 19.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Brooks does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's Young to throw. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So upon further review and a consultation from Game Day Central, the call overturned. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Panthers get it back to a 14-point game.
Panthers 14. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. That's taken in by Bell. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. All right, that's now his 2nd interception thrown in this game. Obviously not a stat you want, but he does have those 4 touchdowns to fall back on.
And that pick, well, makes it a little bit better performance for this defense, right? I mean, you get burned 4 times, but at least you got a couple to hang your hat on that you did take away. I'm not sure that fact is going to save them from what's going to be a really rough film session, though.
Young on 1st and 10. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Young looking to throw. They connect on the deep shot. He has the Carolina touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This return starts at the 5. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Getting out to his left. Now here he goes. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Back to throw it. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Panthers will start with it in the fourth after an interception to end the quarter. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the pistol, it's Young. He beams one deep right side. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
They've got a man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Young. Complete beyond the marker. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that. On 1st down, here comes Brooks. Down the sideline to the 45. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Panthers tie us up 28-all. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And they pick him off again. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just one snap later.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. This one's caught. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards. His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap out of Young. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
And they pick him off again. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
To the air on first down. Young. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Carolina. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Let's go.
Now a give. It's Benson headed right. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 2 yards on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
79 Broncos. Here we go.
Trying again following the sack. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He's going to push one deep down the right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
60 by 6.
Now Young. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. Hauled in left side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Roll.
Now a give to Brooks, coming left. Jukes out a 1-stop. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Again, it's Brooks. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
This, our last play of the quarter. Young on the play action. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. And after that last-second score in the third, we'll resume play with a kickoff.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Benson on the counter. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They're going play action. Hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Cardinals first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
The give now to Benson. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go.
From midfield now. Fits it through the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
Let's go.
Pass play now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the Panthers' 37-yard line.
Check go.
Another try following the sack. He's got him. That's McBride. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Go.
Throw on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. That is not going to be enough. He made a bid for it, but he was a couple yards short. That's a turnover. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Brooks on the give, headed right. And he's going to fight his way forward to the 23. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 23. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And he crosses his sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. They've got first down from the 31. Brooks on the counter. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 34. has a man. It's Brooks. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Still going inside the 35. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers put up even more points in a win. Carlson now to add one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers continue piling on to this lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It's Benson on the give. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. Staying on the ground with Benson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals just want to get out of here with how this one has gone. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Let's go.
Benson once more. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Ready up.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They give up the gut to Benson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Now an inside give to Benson. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Turning to Benson on 3rd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1